Beautiful sunbeams. The sun is out. It's 70 degrees here. I am defrosting and it feels amazing. I could not be more grateful with this weather. Absolutely in love, and I'll spend as much time as I can out here. So today's our second video on the 8 limbs of yoga, and today we're going to go over the Niyamas. So these are really quick videos if you want to go back and learn what yoga is really about. I'm going to make a series of all 8. So today we're going to talk about the Niyamas, and the Niyamas are a few different subcategories, just like the yamas. And again, this is kind of like your stepping ladder to reaching heaven on earth, samadhi, contentment, things like that. So the niyamas are purity, contentment, accepting but not causing pain. Pain is a given in life. We're all going to go through pain. So sitting with it is a big one. Study of spiritual books or a worship of a god. Self-surrendering. Ooh, that's a yummy hard one. And I'm going to read a little bit about each one directly, again, from Michelle Young's workbook with the yoga instructor course that I'm taking. So the first niyama, and again, I'm pronouncing these as best as I know how to. The first niyama is satya, purity of being. The practice is to embody a purity of being. While it's important to keep the physical body clean and pure, the practice is really about applying mindfulness to one's practice. That is, observing without judgment. Yummy. All right, the second one, santasha or contentment. The practice of santasha or contentment comes from practicing purity or being from a place of pure being or truly content without wanting or desiring anything else. We, as human beings, could sit at these first 2 limbs of yoga for the rest of our lives and still never reach samadhi. So, when I call it a ladder, it's not that you have to reach all of these in a specific order. I think the yamas and the niyamas are just as hard as the other limbs of yoga. The third one is tapas or austerity. It is the drive to come back to the practice every day. So it's holding yourself accountable to doing your yoga practice every day, whether your yoga practice be a daily meditation or a quick asana or a journal for you or yourself. It's holding yourself accountable and continuing to be that for yourself. The next one, savadya, self-study. So again, it's holding yourself accountable to learning more, pushing more, doing more, and not expecting somebody else to teach you. Self-study is a practice of integrating purity of being, contentment, and austerity into a deep inquiry-based investigation of the self, relation to the self. I'm investing my cognitive relationship with my divinity. I must incorporate purity of being where I am present and what arises without judgment into my practice. And this is sitting with the root cause. So we are the source of our own suffering, almost always, as an adult. So it's working with, okay, why is this causing me suffering? What's the root cause? How do we fix this? Do we even need to fix this? And learning just to work with that. The last one is Isvara Pranidhana, devotion to a higher power. The practice is a devotion to Isvara or a god. Devoting one's life to God in all aspects of being leads to liberation and unending bliss. But it's important to note is a practice that must be revisited consistently, and that's going back to, again, self-study, that daily practice, and that promise that you're going to make to yourself. Why are you starting yoga? Why are you interested in yoga? What are you hoping to get out of it? What are your benefits? And when I started this practice, it was really, really helpful for me to work through my core values. What were the things that meant the most to me? And when I question things, I bring it back to those core values. Does it fall in alignment with those core values? And if it doesn't, it's not for me. So I think along with this in yoga, we should make sure that we know our core values. Do we know who we are? If somebody says, who is Sam? Who are you? Can you answer that? That's not an easy question when you think about it. I think this journey has made those questions much easier for me to answer and much easier for me to answer confidently. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. Namaste.